Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is my 34th day's challenge public speaking, and today it's Sunday, and it's a bit lazy Sunday because I sleep many times. I sleep a lot this day. From I sleep in the night, overnight, and I sleep in the morning until the midday, until the afternoon, and I do some activities. And yeah, before we face for tomorrow, for Monday, we have to be prepared for ourselves like that. And you know what, something that I don't like from here in my room is the red ants. The red ants, which is a small. So I don't feel that secure whenever I put foods in my room. No, the important how it's packed, how it's in a plastic pack, is in a thin wall, and is everything, every packages. The ants always find the way how to eat my food. I just have no idea, like, why everywhere I put food, the ants come. I can't help with it. I don't feel comfortable with it. Can you share to me anything, any tools or anything how to make the ants not coming back to my room, to my food, so I can enjoy my food freely without hesitate, without worrying that the ants will coming back. See, there are many ants here in the floor. Yeah, but not as many as that. I try to, and you know what? Not even the food, but also the tools for cooking is like the pan. The pan, the rice cooker. The ants keeping up there, and they hang out and they eat. I don't know what they eat. I have washed them all, but maybe it is just a little of scrub of foods that's left, and they are eating that crumbs. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like ants. It's I just feel like, hmm. Wait. So what's that? Why is it black? Why is it black? Oh, the shadow. Okay. So today, the point I want to talk is about the guess what? The thing that I so 2 days a week, I always spend my time teaching English my students. He is a junior high school, and his mother asked me to improve his speaking skills. So she wants her child to communicate in English, to can speak, to be able to speak in English. And the thing that I try to train my student is to speak impromptu. Is the impromptu speech, to talk about 3 or 5 minutes with the vocabularies that we give, that I give to him. And it's about, like, for example, like, you can talk about 3 minutes in these three vocabularies. The vocabularies about the ends, is about the the candy, ants candy, and and a bag, you know the vocabularies is randomly, you cannot choose, or it's randomly. Sometimes it's easy to connect, it's easy to make a storytelling, but sometimes it's hard because you need to make the storyline first from those vocabularies. So we got the three vocabularies here: the ants, the candy, and the bag. So let's start the story. So once upon a time, there was an ant, a red ant. Red ant is the king of the empire red ants. It also has its enemy, its eternal enemy. It's the black ants. The black and red ants always fighting for their territorial, for their authority, for their area, for their food, for their prey, like that. And one at a time, they always fight every time there is food or there is crumbs of food dropping or lies in the floor or in the ground, like that. So basically, these red ants and the black ants live in the same building, in the same area. They don't live in a particular place, like in the trees or like in in the ground, in the park, in the garden, but they live in the same building. They live, they live same like human, live in a building. So whenever there always a crimes, they don't they don't divide the food, divide the crumbs in a wise, in even, but instead they fight for the food. So it reminds me of there is nothing, there is no free for lunch, there is nothing free for lunch, like that. And they're fighting, and at the moment, every crumbs, every ants, ants, they can live anything that 10 times or 4 times or maybe 100 times their weight. So when it's like breadcrumbs, or it's a cake crumbs, they can bite and they can take it. But this food is different. This food is made of sugar. It's candy, and candy is sticky. It cannot easy for they to bring. So the only way, they keep and they gather and they eat it. But the problem is, the red ants don't want the the black rats to have the candy, the whole candy. And so with the black ants, they don't want the red ants to have the whole candy, but they don't want to share. They keep fighting. And you know what, it's not only one candy, but yeah, the candy one is the candy that's being split for the kids, from the kids. The kids split the candy to the floor, but actually the kids has more, many candies in his bags, like that. That's why I've talked about the words. And you know what? After they fighting, the red ants and versus the black ants, they keep fighting for the candy. And you know what's the end? It's very it's a very plot twist. The ending of the story of this fighting, who wins? No one wins. The red and the black one, no wins at all. But the kids take it back. The kids take the candy back from the floor to its mouth. So I think it's fair for the red ants and the black ants. They fight for nothing, actually. They fight for nothing. So the conclusion from the story is, it's better to share, it's better to negotiate with your enemy, with your, sometimes enemy is a good friend. Then your friend can be an enemy some days. So the thing that we can learn from the story is, yeah, better we share, we negotiate with our enemy than we fight with them, because we never know the ending of the story, the ending of the goal of what we fight for, like that. I think that's all for me. That's all. That's how I teach my student how to impromptu speech, because impromptu speech, you know what? Impromptu means like you don't have any narration, you don't have any description, you don't need any script for you to read, because it's impromptu. Like, you give me these words, you give me these vocabularies, and I always say in in a couple minutes like that. I think that's all enough in its 10 minutes. Okay, thank you for watching, for having me, and see you tomorrow in 35 days challenge.